So for the first time since this morning, where I've had an absolute travesty in trying to record this segment, I have some level of quietness. I'm not too sure how long that lasts though, so if there's any loud and obnoxious children like screaming in the background at any point in this segment, you will understand why. These are less than ideal conditions for me to record in, unfortunately, but this is about as good as it's going to get for me to get a segment out today, especially considering I've blown about 40 minutes worth of footage just for really stupid reasons involving forgetting to do something beforehand, losing to a random trainer. I don't know how the hell that happened. I think I just needed to go back and heal, and then I didn't, and then I got punished for it, and I tried to dodge a trainer and I failed, and he just kind of kicked my ass. It was quite depressing. But moving on, I'd like to try to get a certain amount of stuff done before the segment concludes, and so I'm going to show off this haul quickly. This top half is from the Eterna Forest. These are poker radar things, and then this is also the poker radar for Route 205, the northern half specifically, and then this is just all regular encounter stuff. I should have 3 others here. I made a point yesterday to catch the nighttime exclusive stuff in the forest and on the southern half of Route 205. That's 205 has the Venonat, and then there's also Murkrow and Mischievous in the forest. Completely forgot to do that, so I'll have to do that maybe later tonight sometime and show those off for tomorrow's segment. So first thing I want to do to just set the course for this segment is I want to talk to this dude because he's just blocking the gym, and he's gone on about Gardenia buggering off to Route 216. It is that route that you're probably thinking of. Let me bring this shit up in the town map. Yeah, it's up here. This snow route. We're gonna go up here. So that's a whole bunch of fun times and everything to be had. Before we do that though, we've got to deal with some other kind of pedestrian but still annoying bullshit. And the master of pedestrian but still annoying bullshit has just arrived to just have absolutely no... He's just completely unaware of his surroundings and just sort of bashes into me over and over and over again. Again, I'm pretty sure I stated this in like the previous segment or the segment before. He does that to anybody else getting punched in the face. Also, hi Cyrus, I didn't know it was you. I mean, I did know it was you. I've bloody seen this cutscene like 3 or 4 times already. I'd like to be done with it. So yeah, he's being an idiot as usual. And I guess I might as well trigger this other thing on the way back. Yeah, there she is. Hi Cynthia. You are very useful as a draw supporter card in the card game, alongside Lily. Makes me convinced that if I ever showed Cheese how to play this game, he would just stop playing because those are the 2 best draw supporters in the game, and those are characters that he just does not like at all. I mean, I'm with him in regards to Lily, though. I'm not a huge fan of Lily. I think she's kind of bland and boring and just not overly interesting. But she does give you the Hamoy. So, I mean, Cynthia gives you the Hamoy. And so I put the Hamoy in the TM's HM's pocket, or whatever the hell that other noise Jish made was. I've been slowly collecting really stupid Jish noises and just like saving them as little wave files, just because some of them might actually serve to get put into videos somewhere for some stupid reason. Like there's the sound he made when he tried to pronounce Gino's like original name, which is, what was it? Heart, note, exclamation point, question mark. And that was a pretty funny noise. There's Dratini in this water, by the way. I'll have to pick this up later on. But for the time being, I've got to go ahead and bowl on in here, knock over some trainers. Don't really want to waste my time picking up wild Pokemon. I just want to get this out of the way so that I'd like to get it all out of the way before half an hour. I'd like to try... I was thinking I might try and get through to knocking the gym over before the end of this segment. Highly unlikely though, so I'm probably not going to worry too much about getting the gym over and done with. Now this has been a selection dilemma for the ages. Takedown or Stomp. Now I've got Rockhead, so Takedown, while it is inaccurate, can hit for more damage and I don't take any recoil from it. Stomp, however, has the flinch chance, and on top of that, the Rock Polish TM is inside Mount Coronet. We're about to pick that up, and Rhyhorn can learn that, and I could give that to it in favor of, in place of, what was it, Tail Whip? Yeah, Tail Whip, and I could get some use out of Stomp. I think I'm gonna take Takedown here though, just because Rhyhorn doesn't really need a huge amount in the way of speed. I guess I probably should have given it the Stomp Rock Polish combo anyway, just because I'd rather boost my own stats than lower the opponent's. That plus, if I'm going to lower speed using stuff like Rock Tomb and what's the other move? Bulldoze, then the opponent's probably going to be nearly dead anyway. And that actually reminds me, I need to go buy some Pokeballs, and I've also got to go heal because Rhyhorn is terrible at running away from wild Pokemon. You'll also notice Zigzagoon's not in the team anymore, because by the end of this segment I should have 2 more team members. I could still put Zigzagoon on the team after that, just because one of the team members I'm getting is actually going to be replacing one that I have with me at the moment. But I'm not going to worry about that until... Like, I'll probably... I want to catch the both of them and fill up those 2 slots. But I probably should, like... yeah, screw it. I'm going to grab Zigzagoon back. The pickup might be nice. And we are actually going to be dumping Leafeon from the team now, unfortunately. It might still be useful with the Grass Whistle for trying to catch the 2 Pokemon I'm after. But, they're not exactly that difficult to catch, so I'm gonna, wait. Fuck it. I'm just gonna take these 3 with me. Zigzagoon's in its spot in the PC, and I'm too lazy to go get it. It could serve as pretty good Death Fodder, but, not gonna go ahead with it. So, might as well kick this guy's ass. There's another trainer down there. I'm not gonna really bother with her. I'll probably go and knock her over on the way back, because I've got to go up through Mount Coronet and then also through Route 216 to find Gardenia, and if I want to go back and heal, then I have to go all the way back through this mountain and all the way back to Eterna City just to use the Pokemon Center. So there's the Rock Polish TM, there's a Moonstone in case you want to use that. There's a freaking Lunatone, there's also Soul Rock in here as well. Don't want Zubat, there's an escape rope which is nice. How far can I go into this area? This leads to Celestic Town, doesn't it? That might be handy. Actually, can I get to Celestic Town? No, actually no, it doesn't matter. I'd still be taking a pretty long way back to if I wanted to heal. Anyhow, Bronzor. Bronzor is relevant to my interests. It's just confused me, which is going to be annoying because I'm trying to hit this thing with a Bulldoze. Yeah, okay, cool. I wanted to use Bulldoze on this thing to check what ability it had, and since it has Levitate, then I am very much interested in catching this thing. There we go. Not going to nickname it, because I still want to check its nature. Gentle plus special defense minus physical defense. I mean, its stats aren't different in this hack, are they? No, they're not. Let's have a look at its stat spread on Cerebi. Where is it? Yada yada yada. Change to the Diamond Pearl Pokedex. Hurry up! This is a waste of time. How far am I into the segment? 9 minutes. It's not too terrible. What have we got? They're about the same. I'll keep it for the time being, but I may end up replacing it with another one just later on. Because I don't see myself going up against Gardenia in this segment anyway, so I'm going to need to take the time to grind, and so if I can find one with a better nature, then I'll roll with it, but for the time being, I'm going to take this Bronzor with me. I will go back and heal though, since I'm definitely going to need that. Okay, yada yada yada. I keep saying yada yada yada. I probably should stop doing that. I think no matter what I do, this segment is probably not going to come out anywhere near as well as I would like for it to. So it's probably just going to be one of those really sluggy ones that we've just got to sit through, and then hopefully good tidings will come next time, I guess. I don't know. Soft sand might have been useful if I hadn't already picked up other unique items. Prism scale introduced into this hack because I think the whole contest thing just isn't a thing in this game now. It might still be, but oh, I like clay. That's pretty useful if I... Oh, hi. Okay, so one of my previous attempts, I tried to catch a Beldum without actually knowing if... Well, I actually forgot that I already had a Beldum, and I didn't actually know whether Metang could be found or not. As we can see, Metang can certainly be found in the wild. It has a catch rate of 45, so there's nothing wrong with having it tilted trying to catch this thing, even though it is proving to be slightly more obnoxious than it has much of a right to be. I mean, it's originally got a catch rate of 3, so the fact that I was able to catch it with this amount of relative ease is actually a bit more... It's a result of Drayano just being nice, I guess. Like, I don't think you'll come across anybody who would disagree with the notion that Beldum in its line has absolutely no business having a catch rate that's equivalent to that of Mewtwo. Like, that's just kind of bullshit. Probably should have tried to catch that Bronzor, or at least check to see what its ability was. If it had a better nature, I would have just switched it out on the spot. Now, I feel like I should probably keep this Metang with, just to ensure that I don't lose a fight. That's kind of stupid because I don't plan on using this Metang on the team at all, but I feel like it could be like a safety blanket, I guess. If it's going to serve as nothing more than death fodder, then it is going to be a pretty tanky bit of death fodder. Which may be beneficial or detrimental to your interests, depending on, like, if the plan is to just literally have it sit there and die in, like, 1 or 2 hits, because that's probably not what's gonna happen. Okay. So we've got the Bronzor bowling in and doing stuff. Now, before we go and fight some more trainers, we've got to find one more Pokemon. It is not Snorunt. It is not Swinub. Swinub is adorable, but it is not Swinub. It is not Smoochum. Wait. Oh, for God's sake. I did this, I think, like, the second attempt at this segment. I, like, looked at the Smoochum and I was like, wait, is that shiny? I don't think it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's got to be a little bit lighter to be shiny. But yeah, it's annoying when I immediately look at it and I'm just like, oh shit, I gotta check it. Come on, give me what I want. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. That might be what I want. Okay, I don't think I can tell until I've caught this thing if it's got the right ability, so let me hit this thing with a Dragon Breath, let me hit this thing with another Dragon Breath, and we can catch this thing, and we can catch this thing. Thank you. Do you have the right ability? Yes, you do. You have Lax, plus defense minus special defense. I think the last time I caught one of these, I had like plus special defense minus attack. I could probably benefit from this, it's just I would not like for it to stay in against something that's quite clearly got packing flamethrower. Besides that though, I think we're about good. So there's another team member, so there's only one more left to pick up. It's on route the south of Eternus City, but I can't go there yet until, because just some obnoxious dickheads just blocking the gate for absolutely no reason, and they're even more obnoxious than those freaking hiker and whatever the hell that other dude was blocking the way out to what was the route? What, Route 42 or something like that? The one west of Air Critique in Storm Silver. Okay, I think we would like to definitely heal up here. And then, who do we lead with? I'd like to bait and switch, but I feel like that's not the best idea. I'll give it a go anyway, see how this goes. Okay, this might not be terrible. I mean, I don't have any sound moves, so I should be right there. Ugh. Oh, damn it. So, yeah, I think Special Defense is the one that took a hit on that this Snova, and as a result, it just got one-shotted by the Porygon. So, yeah, I don't think we're going to be taking this Snova as either. So, I'm not going to care too much about healing it. U-turn, not going to give it U-turn. Oh god, Vigoroth, seriously? God, really? Christ almighty, Vigoroth, seriously? Did you have to give this dude a Vigoroth? It was powerful enough to knock out my Rhyhorn. God. Okay, what I'm going to do now, if I can dodge her, shouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Okay, didn't. Should be right to get past her, though. Aerial Ace. Quilab. Oh, shit. Probably should have switched out there. Yeah, I'll just switch now. Kick this thing's ass. And then lastly is Sudowoodo, which I tried kicking in this thing's ass as Snova. I got outsped and got knocked out in one hit, so that was a terrible idea as well. I'll just Bubble Beam this thing. Oh no, never mind. Let's Mark Punch this thing. Okay, oh shit, no. Crap. Yeah, I don't think I can dodge her, can I? Let me save state. Throw a save, slot 1, I guess. Damn it. Ugh, yeah, I think I need to switch out. Yeah, because the thing's got ancient power. Right, Hypnosis. 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 Oh, it's got Safeguard, damn it. Okay, this is actually quite terrible. Let me reload state. I'm just going to cut back. I'm going to go back and heal. You don't need to see the trek back. I'm just going to go heal. I'll be back. Alright, let's see if the horsey lead will work this one out. I'm assuming that those rock climb patches there are going to lead me up to where those skiers are, so I can't fight the skiers at the moment. I'm quite happy to have that, because it means I don't have to look up there for... what's her name? Frickin' Gardenia. And then there's also the matter of having less trainers to fight. I'm quite glad that I managed to survive that. Smash you with a Rock Tomb. Wait, what? How did you knock me out? Oh wait, no, you had like Revenge, didn't you? Or like... I know it had like some kind of a fighting move. Okay, we want to dodge this guy, because that's the guy who beat me last time on my last attempt. And I don't want to be dealing with that bollocks. Are you here? Yes, yes you are. Thank Christ for that. Okay, 5 badges. Like, are you trying to teach... Actually, what are you trying to teach? Yeah. Alright. Okay, so yeah, there's the healing. Yeah, hi. You want to maybe go back to the gym? Yeah, that's kind of what it does. I mean, it's hailing out there anyway. But, yeah, they've got snow warning. My one doesn't. I'm quite happy for it to not have snow warning. I guess now that I've healed, I might as well try to fight this guy. Get my revenge that he is unaware that I am trying to exact from him. Fuck you, game. I'm not... Oh, for God's sake. Alright, fine. Mark Punch. And Mark Punch. And Mark Punch. I did not want to win that fight using Ledian by itself. He's turning She's turning into the new Leafeon. It's horrible. But looks like we might be about done with this chunk for at least for the time being. I'll have to come back here and maybe grab a better natured Snorunt, but for the time being, I'd like to try to find some warmer climes and do a little bit more exploring around the place. It actually kind of, now that I think about it, it's a bit annoying actually that I am not really settled on these new team members in particular, just because if like the name raider is in Eterna City, and so I could go and give these all their new nicknames, but if I'm going to be using a different Snova and a different Bronzor, then there's not much point in naming the ones that I've got on me at the moment. So I think what I'll do is I'll put them away for the time being, and I'm going to go back to these areas off screen, and I'm going to catch new ones, and then I'm going to sort of report my findings. I'll probably grab 2 more of each and then pick the best nature out of those. Yeah, apologies for that. That was very obnoxious. So let me just go ahead and stop the recording here. I will start up a new recording afterwards, and I'll be back. Well, I'm back. Took damn near half an hour to sort these 2 out, but it happened. It should not have taken anywhere near half an hour to sort this shit out, because both of these Pokemon are the most common encounters on their respective areas, and yet they just refused to show up. And every time, just about every time they did, they had the opposite ability. Like, I was a bit lucky with the Bronzor. For the record, I was actually going for one with Levitate as opposed to Heat Proof. And the way I would determine that is just by lobbing a bulldoze at it. If it hit, then I know it didn't have the right ability. It was a bit more difficult with Snova. It has soundproof for this hack, which means it doesn't always enter battle and immediately set a permanent hail onto the board, which is really nice. It's part of the reason I wanted to use it. And so on one occasion, I did not know that I had some Snovas with the wrong ability until I got back to the Pokemon Center and checked them out. So I ended up getting 2 with Snow Warning and immediately having to throw them out. So after all of that, what did I end up with? Quirky and Quirky. They're the exact same nature. I feel like I should re-roll one of these and maybe go for another nature, even if it's neutral, as long as it's not Quirky, but whatever, I'm going to take it. I kept having to deal with crap like +1 defensive stat, reduce the other, which is really bad for both these since they can... I don't think Bronzor has any quad weaknesses, but I know Snova's quad weak to fire. So it's like if I had one defensive stat benefited, like if one of them was detrimented, I'd be even more susceptible to either Fire Punch or like Flamethrower. And that just kept messing with my head so goddamn much. It was... Ugh. This segment's been a bit of a travesty so far. I really do need to apologize for this, but it's a difficult one. I may just have to... I may just have to maybe put off making segments until the school holidays are over, which is going to be 2 weeks. I don't want to have to wait that long. I want to try to like take any opportunity that I can whilst things are quiet in the house to actually record segments. At the moment, the times I'm working up mean I'm like waking up at least an hour or 2 before everybody else, so that should be more than enough time for me to get in a segment. But as we learned from today's pathetic attempts at recording, the some kind of higher power does not want me to put out a good video, so we are instead just going to put out a bit of a crappy video. So with that now out of the way, and I am all sorted and ready to go with these 5 team members, I might as well go and get their nicknames put in now. So let's I think this is the dude we want to talk to. Yep. Now, do I have the... Yeah, it's right here. Bring that up. Okay, so Horse is up front. He can be first. And we're going to be giving Horsey the obligatory... I guess not so much obligatory, but the type of reference I like to have with at least one name on my team, and that is a Yu-Gi-Oh reference. We're going to name this thing Tidal, after Tidal, Dragon Ruler of Waterfalls. I had a Flygon which I named Redox after the Dragon Ruler of Boulders, so there's just Tempest and Blaster left to name. So that's that out the way. Next up we have Rhyhorn. Rhyhorn was a bit of a difficult one. I had one that I was using in a failed Blaze Black playthrough which I named Rhinox. I could have recycled it, but I didn't really feel like I wanted to do that, so I'm going to go for something a little bit different. And we're going to name this thing Rampart, because that's... before... Like, it took a lot of brain racking to come up with this name, but eventually I did sort of think of this word in relation to Rhyperior, and it just sort of made sense. And so, moving on, we have Lydian. So this nickname comes from... It actually comes from, in relation to past playthroughs. Back in... There was a Alpha Sapphire playthrough that I was going on a tangent about. And in it I ended up getting... It was basically a mystery egg playthrough where I would talk about... I'd go onto one of the Discord channels I was a part of and ask people to send me eggs. And I'd make a team out of those eggs. And someone sent me a Ladybug egg and I named it Bertie, after the Bertie Beetle, which was a kind of chocolate down here in Australia. I could have recycled the nickname if I had a male one, but I decided to go with a female one instead, just to give myself a reason to give it a different nickname. It ended up being not all that different, just Bertha. It sounds like it to be the female equivalent of Bertie, so I just went with it. Bronzor is going to have a bit of a meme name here. This is a combination to a meme. It's from a YouTube. It's a reference to a YouTube poop. I think it's like game shows and other type styles or something like that. If you've seen Jish's videos, he'll have made a reference to this in the past as well. But we're going to name this thing $3. 3 or third is like if you finish third in like an event, you get bronze medal, Bronzor. It's got relation, and with the way I have to use dollar here, it also becomes a reference to another Pokemon that Jish himself used in the Fire Red 386 playthrough, I think it was. It was a Lickitung called $5. So we're going to name this thing $3, with a whole bunch of different nature references to it. So there you go. And then lastly, we have Snova. And Snova's probably the least out there sort of nickname. It's green. It's got kind of a mix between green and white. I have currently on my desk a packet of spearmint flavored mints, and so we're just gonna name it after that flavor. We're gonna name it Spearmint. The packet itself is green. I could name it after the brand, which is Eclipse, but I already have that as the nickname of the Absol that I was going to use in that mystery egg playthrough. It's going to be my Mega, and it ended up getting thrown out. So that's about it for the naming until such time as I find the last team member of mine, which is literally just on this route, except I'm not allowed to go out on there without my bicycle. I'm not too lazy to go and get it, so whatever. We'll go explore that next time once we're done with the gym. So I guess I might as well at this stage throw a save. Yeah, throw a save here, I guess. And we will go ahead and use the Explorer kit and do a little bit of finagling about underground. I don't think I ever did show off some of the stuff that I picked up on my expeditions down there off screen. Among those was a splash plate. So the side quest to get the I guess now that there's another side quest that involves getting the plates that is not really all that mandatory now, since you can get a set from the underground. That's nice. I might still just do it anyway just to show it off, because I like showing as much stuff off as I can in the playthrough. So I believe we want to switch to bottom prio here. Actually, I can switch back to the top prio just to show off the little gold flashy bits. That we've got to go over there to find the treasure. And the hole I've got here is my secret base. I don't want to go in there because it's going to reset the things over here. And so what we do is we want to just click on the touch screen here, and it'll show you where all the treasure's being hidden. So we want to interact with this, and we get this. So it confirms that there are 3 items hidden in this wall, and we can either pick at it with a pickaxe or we can smash it with a hammer. I'm not entirely sure if there's like a proper technique towards doing it, although if you do hit one of these, it's like the worst goddamn thing that could possibly happen. So I think you want to like you want to dig your way down until the part of the wall is like this sort of color, and then dig away at it with the pickaxe. I think that's sort of the strategy that you want to adopt. So there's a spear. I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to keep that in my inventory. It might be full up of those. So here I'm just sort of smashing, and then eventually the crack on across the top here will go all the way from one side to the other and cause the whole wall to collapse. So we got us a green shard, which I think is pretty much useless. It's normally used to pay for move tuner moves, but I'm pretty sure those are free of charge in this hack anyway, so... Oh, 4 items here. I wonder if we can find anything else that's unique. Because on top of the splash plate, I also managed to find a couple of fossils while I was down here. Oh, will we grab a smooth rock if you're thinking of building a sandstorm team? That'll be useful to have. Something that uses sandstorm. It'll make the it'll make the weather effect last a few turns longer. It's also nice to have in later generations when stuff like the sandstream doesn't trigger infinitely, like trigger infinite weather setting. Oh yeah, hang on. Hold on, what? Hang on. Shit. Damn it, I need the other microphone. Crap. How do I... use internal noise... How do I use the noise sample? Shit. Damn it. Hotkey config. Wait, where's the microphone to say... Do I just, like... Blue means the hotkey is already mapped. Damn it. Hang on. I'm winging this. Number pad might... No. Damn it. Okay, did that work? Shit. Okay, hang on. Yay, it worked. Okay, I winged that. Yeah, you can come across traps. There's another one down here. I might as well see what this one does. Oh boy. It's a trap that tells people I'm going back up when I'm really not. Oh god, is that another trap? Well, that was certainly a useful trap. So I think you can also come across other NPCs down here that you can like trade your spheres to get certain items. I think they're just for decorations for your secret base. You might get some unique items out of the deal though. I'm not too sure that that's actually a thing though. So obviously my experience does not quite extend as far into this game as just bowling around in the underground, other than just like this section of it, just digging around, grabbing items and everything. So I'll grab one more wall here and then we will move on. I'll show off some of the stuff that I picked up in the in my off-screen expeditions. Maybe we can end with something a bit more unique than just a shitty blue sphere and a pale sphere. No. Not gonna be that much of a pal? Nah, didn't think so. Okay. So I think we go this and then we head on back up. So there we go. Oh. Oh boy. Okay, I'll remember that for next time. Not that you really needed to know what was on my team during my bowling around in the underground, but that's a lesson learned for next time. Anyhow, 12 minutes plus I think like 20 something from the last chunk gives us a pretty decently sized segment. So, next time we're going to be knocking over the gym, and I believe we also then have to go straight into another galactic encounter, which is going to be lovely. Before then, I'm going to be grinding up my 2 new team members to get them up to scratch. Probably going to be grinding everybody up to... Let's see, it's probably going to be 25, isn't it? I can never remember what the X button is, even though... Wait, is it X that goes into the menu in this? Pretty sure it is, and I've got it bound to the X key, and I still don't know what it is. That's embarrassing. Yeah, probably going to grind everybody... Definitely going to be grinding the 2 new team members up to catch up, and then probably just bowl in with teams somewhere between 23 25. I think that'll do the trick. We've got 5 team members now, so it might not be quite as terrible to deal with trainers and stuff like that. So I believe that'll do. And I guess I might as well just end the segment with a formal apology for the travesty that you just witnessed, because that was nowhere near as great as I would like for it to be. Friendly reminder, you can jump on your bike using one of these.